Let's go!
Welcome to the Buzz Podcast.
Joined by Jack today. Jack, introduce yourself.
I'm Jack. I go here. I was just drafted into VK. I'm a freshman.
So,
Today we'll be talking about why each of us wanted to come to Benedict's. So Jack, first we'll start with you. Why did you come to Benedict's?
Well, I mean, I was here since I was really young, because I played for Cedar Stars, and I was introduced to the school by Owusu and people like that, Franklin. So yeah, that was the main reason. But for soccer mostly.
So you
But,
came here for soccer.
Yeah.
What about the academics?
The academics, yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought private would have had a better education rather than
You thought.
No, it probably is, and I like the how teachers teach stuff like that. I like how there's only 4 actual academic classes because where I came from there was 8.
did you do a freshman for a day or no?
Yeah, I had 20.
20 here?
Yeah.
You've been here.
No. He's asking.
No.
If you came in as a freshman for a
I
day.
didn't.
No, you didn't. No. What was your process like? Because do you remember getting interviewed or anything?
No.
I didn't get anything.
No, but we started in middle division.
Yeah, is that different though?
It's different.
So what was your process like?
So my first real experience here was probably the what was it
Overnight?
no, not the overnight when I came where we sat in the auditorium.
Oh, the reception.
Orientation.
Yeah, orientation. So yeah, I got there. We took the formatting test, stuff like that, and then the overnight was the first real experience of the school because I got to. It was hard because you were just paired up with random people that you've never met, and you really had to go through a lot with them. So that brought me closer with them. But
Yeah.
now we're all split up.
So you've been at Benedict's for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here for 6 years?
6 years.
Going on to 6 years.
Yeah.
So, you have any questions for us? You think?
I mean so obviously as a freshman it's gonna be harder. Was it a drastic change going from a freshman to a sophomore?
Freshman to sophomore? I feel like for me, freshman to sophomore was a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it's sort of because I feel as though freshmen really get
Beat
put
down.
put into the school, you know. It's not bad. It's not a bad connotation. It's just so you're introduced to the school well.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you're young and you're just getting to know the school, you're not going to know the school as well. That's why we have counselors and group members, stuff like that.
Yeah. The freshman year is just adapting and then getting to know
Yeah.
the school. There's a lot of things going on. The trail, the overnight, all the meetings, pre-convo and stuff. Yeah,
A lot
you
of
have
differences.
you have a lot more freedom sophomore year, and you could just focus on your classes, focus on your actual activities you already picked. Freshman year, let's say you didn't get into the soccer team, you would have to start looking
exactly.
for something else.
But I like it because it makes you Benedict makes you actually provide for the community, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because people who just want to attend the school and do nothing after, they're not going to get away with it. They're not going to neglect. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about it, and I like that it also opens up a lot of opportunities. There's and it's not just physical. It's a lot of academic,
Yeah, it is.
Benedict news, stuff like that.
Did you have any goals coming into freshman year?
I just to maintain where I was in terms of grades.
I mean, you talk about the draft. He's been drafted into VK, best group in the school,
That's right.
on a come up.
Okay.
From 10th to 4th, crazy. After 1 you got crazy. So, what was that experience like? You could talk about when you were texting
what?
me.
Oh yeah, so
That's-
so this is actually funny. When you're drafted, you're not allowed to know initially.
Yeah.
So you told me I was drafted into what? BR?
VR or
Office?
something. Yeah.
And I didn't mind it initially, and it didn't hit me.
Yeah.
And then when I thought about it, I was like, shoot, you know, because I didn't really know anyone in Father Boniface, right?
Yeah.
I only really knew people from John Ford, VK, and Joe K because I was with Black.
Yeah.
And that was my color group. So yeah, then when I saw the email Crespo sent out of bro, I was drafted, I
Yeah.
looked for Father Boniface. I didn't see my name, and I got so confused. Then I just kept scrolling down until I saw my name. I saw VK. I was like, then I called you right after.
Yeah. I'm at my sister's baby shower, and this kid, I get a call from this kid, like a FaceTime. Oh no, was it FaceTime or FaceTime audio?
No, it's FaceTime audio.
FaceTime audio, and he's just screaming in my ear. He's like, "Yo, Gio," or something like that. What'd you say? You just
I was so happy. I was at my friend's house at the time, and he found out he got drafted in the Father Williams, so we're like right next to each
yeah.
other.
I was gonna draft this kid, but y'all took him away. But I remember calling him like right after the draft, and I was kind of teasing him. I was teasing him.
He was gonna. I feel like someone was gonna tell me at first, but then Andres said no.
I was gonna tell you. I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, and then Andres said no, and then I kept spamming you, but you were at fencing. I think, so I knew you were good.
So how's it been like being in the group?
I like it. It's not that I prefer a group over like another, like how I was in Joe K.
Mhm.
It's just like I get to meet like new people, you know, and it's people who've been at the school and have more experience, you know, stuff like that.
So back to the overnight, right? So how was that for you?
It was tough. Like like going into it, I didn't know what it was gonna be like. I thought it was just like an experience of the school that you just like do whatever you want throughout the entire day. So when you first got there, like you met your counselor and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, it's chill. I thought we were gonna go outside, do stuff like that. Then all of a sudden they start like teaching us these new songs.
Yeah.
And they're like screaming in our face. We have like 5 minutes to get ready. But I remember the first day, a kid in my group. The first thing that we did, we had breakfast, right? And then we went to classes. So when we were getting changed, this kid, he was taking so long.
Yeah.
He ended up wearing pajama pants with a shirt,
shirt and
a shirt and a tie. And he went to classes in that. And
You ever got the Gucci belt or the Gucci tie? None of you? Or in your group?
No.
Oh.
No, bro. I feel like their overnight was like so whack compared to everyone else's.
I feel like we just toned it down a lot.
I don't know. It was like
everyone was saying like during their overnight it was way harder.
yeah.
That's what they all say though.
I didn't find it like super hard. The hardest part for me was definitely going to bed like at like 11 and waking up at 5.
Yeah.
So that was definitely the hardest part.
Freshman leader.
Yes, what's up?
Introduce yourself.
Kind of you to join us.
If you don't know who I am, I did come a little late, but it's fine. I'm the freshman leader, Andres Garcia, and this is one of my freshmen right here.
No, I'm not his favorite.
Oh.
I know your favorite.
But I did raise you, so
Raise me.
yeah.
That's cap.
No, since the overnight, since you were a little boy,
That was 6 months ago.
you didn't grow at all.
Alright, thanks.
Awkward, bro.
All right.
Hey, Jack, what do you think about Andres as a leader, Mr. Garcia?
I feel like as a leader he does his job, and like a bunch of people like think he isn't like chill like outside, but it's just because like he has to be like that to us. And yeah, I was just explaining before, like during the overnight, like I had no clue what was gonna go on. Like I just felt like we were just gonna be doing whatever we wanted the entire time. And then I saw you like standing on the bleachers, and you were like yelling at us. I was so confused.
Well, back to the overnight. Andres actually worked like what, 2 overnights?
Three.
3
Oh,
overnights.
So,
Were you a counselor?
as a counselor twice.
As a counselor, so I worked it 3 times.
3 times. So you worked it 3 times. Do you think this overnight when you were the freshman leader was way different than your past overnight experiences?
Most definitely. I mean, as a freshman, I would have to, I guess, do all the dirty work with the freshmen, right?
As a
Like,
counselor.
as a counselor, and you'd have to shower with them and work out with them and sing with them, do all of that stuff, right? But then as a freshman, I'm the one commanding all of it, telling them what to do, all these things. Like, I know it sounds bad because I'm controlling them, whatever, but it's like it was a million times more different, right?
How'd you prepare, like backpedaling a little bit? How'd you prepare before going to overnight? Like as the leader, you were going to be the leader. So what'd you do to?
Well, to prepare, I did a lot of exercises, like talking to myself in the mirror and stuff like that, because I was not very confident with talking to big crowds like that. Yeah. So it worked a bit, but still during the overnight, I was a little nervous. You can hear it in my voice, because I don't do well with big crowds until I get comfortable with them. But that's pretty much all I did. I was not smart enough to plan out all of it.
Yeah.
Which I regret completely, but overall the overnight did turn out to be like okay. Not what I hoped.
Could have been better.
Could have been way better.
We did do some little skits though with them.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
There were some things I loved out of it. There were also a lot of things that I didn't like.
Yeah.
It was my first overnight, and like it was fun, but like I didn't do anything. Like I was just there. I think I yelled at one kid. This one time, just yelled in his face so hard. I felt so bad after, bro. Like
Yeah.
I felt
so bad.
Like every time I had to yell to a kid, like I actually felt bad. I didn't.
I
It's
felt
not
so
in me.
bad. I hate being the bad guy.
I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've
Yeah,
been doing
I
it.
know,
I've been doing
it's
it for years. So it's like,
Only as a group. Like when it would be like another Simpecte with me, it would be funny. Like, and to yell at them, I'd actually enjoy it. But like, if I had to do it alone, it was like, kind of weird for me. Unless like not really me.
I think about like the overnight that like actually like hit me. Initially, like I thought it was just something to like as like a punishment, but then towards like the end of it, I like realized like the purpose and like meaning behind it. I think it's to like bring like we're like a brotherhood, and I feel like that's to like bring us like towards together and closer because we had to go through like a lot of stuff together.
And you're not done.
And you're not done because the
Yeah.
trail is in a couple months.
You do choose your groups for that, yeah, right?
yeah, you choose your group
Yeah, I
for the
think I have
show.
my group for that.
Unless you get a scrub put into your group.
I'm telling you, you should.
How you picking your groups?
We used to have the soccer team.
So you, fitness wise, you should be good.
Yeah.
But if you got an annoying kid, as in
Yeah, we have
A drag.
We have different ones.
I mean, they could be good though because they keep the morale up. They just keep
Yeah.
talking and joking.
Because he's not gonna want to.
No, and Victor, I mean, he's gonna complain a lot when he's tired.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you're talking about carrying bags. I remember my freshman year, we had a group of 8, right? We thought we were gonna be set. Then 3 of them dropped out, so we ended up with a group of 5. Yeah, and all the stuff that had to be split between the group of 8 got split between just us. So our packs were so much heavier. And like I remember Maury, he had to carry like
Hunter?
Mark Thompson,
Yeah, it's
senior. He had to carry so much. I remember we were going up Bear Mountain, and he had a cramp like midway, and he just like dropped down. And like this is the thing about morale. Like our morale was so down because we were so tired, and we just kept going. Like we just left the kid on the ground. He was just there. So yeah, it's good to have like really think about how you pick your group because you want them to be there for sure.
Make sure you like go over it, right? Like make sure you're like you said, you're really certain of it, because we had one guy who
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was bad. Yeah.
so it really messed up our whole trail experience.
Who was it?
I'm not gonna say any names.
Oh, what happened though?
So basically on the first day,
I think you told me the story.
yeah, I probably did, but basically on the first day, he caught a cramp, right? He caught a cramp, and we walked like 5 minutes, right? He's like, oh, a cramp, and then somehow that one cramp, he played that pain throughout the whole trail, and eventually he stopped walking, right? We had to wait for him. We had to sit there and wait for him to start walking. He would sit down for a whole hour, right? And he was baby, all these. We had to carry his stuff. He got his hand held by Dr. Fletcher. Like it was not.
What, bro?
It was not fun. It was not
Yeah.
fun.
It's all fun and games, so the pack weighs more than you can.
Yeah.
It actually it adds up, bro.
I want to do it again. I would do it again, even though I was a commander. But when it comes to the time jack, I hope you enjoy it because you'll form.
Enjoy it.
Yes, it's really fun. If
It
you're
is.
with the right people, you'll form stronger bonds than you think you have right now. So when it gets to it, I hope you enjoy it.
And the amount of memories you'll make from it, you'll love it.
Okay, well, that's all we got for the first episode. Thank you guys for coming out and show us. For the next episode, it'll be next week.
Prime.
Drink pride.
Drink prime.
Drink prime.
Drink prime.
Drink prime. Yes, sir.
Au revoir.